So Scott, this old mill, I guess, goes back to the 1700s?
Right, original grant from the King of England to the bodies.
So this was King's grant land.
Right, like over 2,000 acres.
And I think people don't understand some of the original settlers here were promised land by the King of England to come in and settle this then wild territory.
Exactly, yes.
Wow, and it worked out pretty good for a lot of people. This mill meant a whole lot to generations of everybody around here, but the generations of your family too. Then in the 1940s, it took on an even more important role in your family's life.
Right. The original mill was built 1751 to 1754 in that area.
And it played an important role, I would assume, in generations of your family's life around here for decades.
For decades.
Centuries. But then in the 1940s, it took on a more important role for you.
Yep, my granddad and my great uncle bought it 1943. They'd already been here for 20 years running it for another man.
So they just worked for the man who owned the mill.
They worked for the man. The bodies that it's named after, the body plantation, original grant from the King of England, they lost it during the Depression. And so another man, Edwards, bought it, and then my granddad worked for them, and then in 1943 they bought the operation.
So from there, I mean, at that time, they were actually grinding meal. They were grinding corn.
Cornmeal.
People would come in mules and wagons and line up and down this road. They were coming to have their corn ground and to get the cornmeal and grits that they needed. A lot of times that was just a barter system.
Right, they would grind the corn and then keep 10% of it or something like that for the meal. And we also sold to local groceries. So we had one little truck going around selling local groceries and things like that.